doesn't happen very often, but today I am after one particular fish. As you can tell from my windshield that I can hardly see through, the big bugs are out, hoppers and salmon flies and everything else, but I managed to wade into one of my spots yesterday that I usually wait a little bit longer before I go into, because it's a tough wade, slippery rocks. But I hooked what would be the fish of the year yesterday morning, about the exact same time that I'll get there. And in my exuberance, I set the hook a little bit too hard and broke him off. So what I did is I tied up a couple of the exact same fly that he thought was worthy yesterday. And I am heading back to the scene of the crime. And it's just funny because of the thousands of cutthroat I've caught in this stream in my time living in Idaho. It truly is not very often that I have my mind set or that I have one particular fish in mind, so we'll see how it goes. We are just about there, and I will proceed to gear up, and I have the hat cam on today for the highest perspective in hopes that it all works out. So let's get her done. So I can tell you with 100% certainty that right out in that vicinity where the submerged rock is kind of right in the middle, there is a very large, by this river standards, a very large cutthroat residing, who is getting ready to kick into his serious feeding mode on surface flies. As I said at the beginning, I usually don't come up and make this wade down here until the river has dropped another couple hundred CFS, but I had the urge to come up here yesterday, and I did, and I hooked him and I broke him off, but I also ran my camera out of battery as I was fighting another fish, another nice one, and I'm not gonna make that mistake again. I have an extra battery on me, but my goal for today is simple. I've got a pre-dressed purple McStimmy tied on. I'm going to go to the bottom of this run and work my way up, but my number one goal is to catch the big boy that's living right there. And I just love the challenge. Oh, did you see that? That was a big fish that came up and was just about to take it. Oh man, I'm gonna have to really get a look at that on the video. God. I am into a nice one. I do not believe it's him because I wanted to turn the camera on before I casted to the spot where the big guy's living, but this is a similarly sized fish. Now that I have him on the reel and don't feel like a complete spaz, I think he's tangled in my leader, and I am at his mercy because I'm out in the middle of the river. I got my net going one way, I had line wrapped around my chest pack. It's a miracle I didn't break this guy off right off the bat, and I think he's toying with me a little bit. Wow. Something tells me that he is just evaluating his situation, and the closer I get him to me, he's gonna decide, no, I don't want any part of that. At this moment, he's regretting his life decisions. And I understand, my friend. I'm just out here having fun. You're fighting for your life. Oh, he is touching me. I should be able to net him right here, right now. Oh, all right. We got him. All right. Now he goes ballistic. I think my fly came out in all that mess. There you go, another football. Like I said, regretting her life decisions. Like, what was I thinking? And I am not even gonna touch this beautiful cutthroat. I am just gonna wait for the right moment to lift her nose right out of the net. All right, I'm happy with the way this fly is floating. So here we go. Oh man, that was almost it, but my extra fly line was wrapped around my little clippers. Oh, there he is. Oh, we hooked him. And I was too far behind. Holy shit, I was stripping just fine. Oh man. Oh, wow. Well, with my polarized glasses, I saw him turn to the right. My fly was coming right down the right side of this slot. Not positive it was him, of course, but I saw a big fish turn and take my fly, and as he was doing so, he was starting downstream. And so I had stripped to that point, but I was just too far behind to get a good hook set. Oh baby, that was very cool. Worth the whole price of admission. All right, so the challenge was there, and I took it, and in a sense, I feel like I was successful because I got to see that fish again, and he had my fly in his mouth momentarily, and he didn't break me off like he did yesterday. It's funny, I don't think he's quite as big as I thought he was yesterday. Maybe it was just the angle of the sun or whatever, but I know that he's still out there, and this river is receding, and that little wade I just did to get back across was a pain in the ass. I didn't fall in, but I have before. Yeah, I'll be back to get this guy. And we caught plenty of fish anyway, but I just love the idea of target fishing, where instead of fishing to a particular fish that is rising all the time, I just have a general notion that between those two big rocks out there lives one of our elders for this stream. So freaking gorgeous out here though.